Good morning, children. Today I will start the explanation of the second chapter in physics, that is physical quantities and measurement. And the first topic that I am going to explain in this chapter is the topic density. Now, in order to understand the concept of density in a better way, let us take a very practical example. Suppose if equal volumes of different substances like wood, iron, zinc, mercury, etc. are weighed by a physical balance. Now, physical balance, you must be knowing, it's an instrument which is used to find the mass of a particular substance. So if equal volumes of different substances are weighed by a physical balance, we observe that their masses are different, even though we took equal volumes. The mass of iron will be more than the mass of an equal volume of wood. Why this happens? This is because the particles of iron are more closely packed than those of wood. In other words, we say iron is denser than wood. In a similar manner, if we take equal masses of cotton and lead, suppose we take 1 kg each of cotton and lead, we notice that their volumes are different. The volume of cotton is much larger than the volume of an equal mass of lead. Now, this is because the particles of lead are closely packed while those of cotton are loosely packed. In other words, lead is denser than cotton. So, to explain that equal volumes of different substances have different masses, or the other way around, that their equal masses have different volumes, we use the concept of density. So, going by the scientific definition, density of a substance is defined as the ratio of its mass per unit volume. Now, it is because of the difference in the densities of different substances, that is, the density of one substance is different from the density of another substance, due to which even equal masses of different substances have different volume. Now, let us take another example. If we take 1 kg of cotton and 1 kg of iron, it is observed that the volume of cotton is much larger than the volume of an equal mass of iron. This is because the particles of iron are more closely packed while those of cotton are loosely packed, or simply iron is denser than cotton. Again, the other way around, it is only because of the difference in the densities of different substances, that is, the density of one substance is different from the density of another substance, due to which even equal volumes of different substances have different masses. For example, the mass of iron is much more than the mass of an equal volume of wood, because the particles of iron are more closely packed than those of wood. Or simply we can say that iron is denser than wood. Now, talking about the unit of density, as we discussed that the density of this substance is the ratio of its mass per unit volume. If the mass is given, if the volume is given, we can easily find the density of that substance by the simple formula: density equals mass of the substance upon the volume of the substance. So the unit of density will also be decided by the unit of mass and the unit of volume itself. In SI system, we know the unit of mass is kilogram and the unit of volume is meter cube. So the unit of density in SI system will be kg per meter cube, while the unit of density in CGS system will be gram per centimeter cube. Now, children, let us take up a few numerical questions based upon the concept of density. Because remember one thing in physics, that by solving numerical questions in physics, we always get a better understanding of the concept. And this is the reason why numericals are very, very important in physics. And remember one more thing, that you should be very careful about the units of different physical quantities given in the numerical problems. We should always check very, very carefully that in which system of units the values of different physical quantities have been given to us in the question. That is, whether the values given in the question are in CGS system, or the values given to us in the question are in SI system. So we should be very careful and we should read the question very, very carefully. Now let us read the first question. The question is as follows. A piece of zinc of mass 438.6 gram CGS unit has a volume of 86 centimeter cube. Centimeter cube again CGS unit. So calculate the density of zinc in CGS unit. So let's start this numerical. Now, mass of the substance is given as 438.6 gram. Now, mass is given in CGS unit. Volume is also given. Volume of the substance is given as 86 centimeter cube. Now the centimeter cube again is the CGS unit. Now we are required to calculate the density. So we know density of the substance is equal to mass of the substance upon volume of the substance. Now putting the values, mass is given as 438.6 gram. Volume is given as 86 centimeter cube. Now we will solve this. We will get 5.1. Now units, be very careful about the units. Unit will be gram per centimeter cube, which is the CGS unit of density, and this was required to calculate in the numerical question. Now let's take up another numerical question. A piece of wood of mass 150 gram has a volume of 200 centimeter cube. Find the density of wood in CGS unit. So now let's write the information that has already been given to us. Mass of the substance is given as 150 grams. Again 150 grams. Gram is the CGS unit of mass. Next step, volume is also given. So volume of the substance is given as 200 centimeter cube. Now centimeter cube, again it is the CGS unit. Now we are required to calculate the density. We know density of the substance is equal to mass of the substance upon the volume of the substance. Mass of the substance upon volume of the substance. Now we will put the values. Mass 150 gram upon volume 200 centimeter cube. Gram, centimeter cube, both are in CGS units, so no problem with the units, both are in the same system of units. We'll get 0.75. Unit will be gram per centimeter cube. Now the question, in the question it was required to calculate the density of the substance of wood in CGS unit. So gram per centimeter cube is the CGS unit of density. Now in the next video we will take up some more numerical questions. Thank you, children.